Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Bringing a little bit of a casual video today covering a wide range of topics. So let's get right into it. You probably saw in the title there, we're going to be touching on, the anniversary, how it's been going the first half, and, how we're preparing for the second half. I'll share with you guys where my accounts are at. I think when I first started the channel, it was about a little bit more, just a little bit under 2 months ago. So both accounts have progressed quite a bit if you compare to the very first video I released on this channel. And I'll talk a little bit about, a big special announcement around giveaways. And finally, we'll wrap up with, a little bit of a roadmap for September. The devs had a roadmap, so I thought maybe I'll share with you, what to expect from me this month. So, um, off the top, how are we doing this anniversary? I think being able to partake a little bit on all the different key things in the anniversary here. So yes, the magical clear, the miracle summons, the good deals really, and then we took a look at the actual um, the various holiday packs and the lucky golden egg. I would say, you know, where I'm at in the game, I think the most useful thing was the lucky golden eggs, and I'll share with you. So this was from, I think, roughly. Well, you can see how many I opened, so you can roughly estimate how much was invested here. I'll say I kind of got on the luckier end of things. I wish I was just a little bit luckier to finish on the diamond, but I'm already, I think, beating the expected odds here. I think if you do open 10 at a time, it did seem to give better luck than opening one at a time. So if you, I mean, you got 1.5 days left. I think this is probably the highest value compared against, how much you want to summon for Henji or depending on how you want to pronounce it. Um, the miracle summons, let's take a look. So I had incredibly terrible luck uh, on it. So basically went to full pity on both. That's a lot of miracle summons. That's like close to 900 summons and only two copies. Now, to put things into perspective, that the amount you have to spend on that is far more than what you know can get with Lucky Golden Egg. So if you don't have those earlier limited heroes, this is really your one big opportunity to invest if you wish to invest. Um, Lucky Golden Eggs, I think, gets you much further than trying to get the new limited hero. And I think if you don't have any of the limited heroes yet, this is far more impactful than the Henle, if you're deciding what to do. So the events are still on. You have opportunity to pick that up. Taking a look at the good deals, I think, they're all important aspects of the game, right? Like it will take the average player maybe a month and a half to get 4 mythic scales, even 2 months actually, for some if you don't pick up the battle pass. Um, if you're doing the miracle summons, this is the miracle summon pack is 99 for 125, so you get the one extra out of here. This is cheaper than the standard pack for it as well. Um, these do give you a quick boost in terms of Lego, especially if you're early game player. You're not going to be able to get legendary auras very early. So if you're trying to look for a quick boost in legendary aura, this is it. I mean, this is kind of like, I mean, yes, they're valuable, but I think the bigger values are down here, which I think, in grand scheme thing, if you are a spender, I mean, this is definitely, cheaper than, it's kind of like at a, probably almost at a, you know, 30% off of, the ticketed price what you normally get when they're on promotion, right? So I did end up getting that, and it did blow quite a bit of on the summons. But in terms of what I got for value, I think I got the most value from golden eggs. Then I from the good deals and godsend. Sorry, the good deal. So golden eggs, good deal. Then I'll say the the summons for Hannah is probably your last priority for your typical player. Unless you're end game Kraken and you have everything already, probably go straight for the miracle. Um, and that's where I think, how we got about a day and a half left for the event. So really, opportunity, you know, once a year kind of thing, really big deal. I don't think they have ever done deals this great. Maybe around Christmas. Um, all right. So how should we prepare for the second half of the anniversary? So what's coming in the next portion? It's starting soon. And the devs already mentioned you're getting a lot of these doubles, right? We're getting double Guild Boss, double Dragon Cliff, double Emblem. And then what you'll notice is in the second half of the anniversary gifts every day, you're going to be getting 1,000 energy every day. So that really helps towards your Dragon Cliff. But to be safe, I mean, we gotta, you know, at the end of the day, if you're a low spender or free to play, and resource management is really important. So you can see that I'm starting to store my energy already. I stopped farming the grilling event because I kind of want to go into Monday with full energy to use that on the Dragon Cliff. The other part you notice I started doing is I stopped using my faction abyss because if it is like any double event before, you have about 100 chances to get double drop. So you get 84 of them through the 7 days automatically regenerated. So you should save at least 16. Otherwise, you might need to spend some gems buying these tickets to fully take advantage of the double drop. And most of us probably wouldn't want to do that. Same with energy. You don't want to buy excess energy if you try not to. What I do every month is also I do save all my energy for the the Dragon Cliff. So, a lot of you, if you notice in the gems section, like I was able to save up to like over 40k gems on my accounts. So this is all due to, good resource management. Um, and not to waste your gems away on energy too much to farm for event or be careful in terms of how you farm for arena like just to get to good placement. um, so I think that kind of covers the anniversary. Maybe a little bit of account update. You kind of already saw a little bit. So I think after this anniversary, my Gandalf the Grey account no longer can be considered, a low spender anymore. I think in terms of the value of dollars spent on it, it's probably now closer to the 1,200 mark. Um, and from this event, the account really got a substantial makeover. The exclusives for my limited here for Santa, Panda, and Jack all went up by one, so that really was really helpful. I was able to get, three from there. I think the nicest thing, even though at this late of a game probably isn't that impactful, I managed to get three Horizon Justice this event. So yeah, I can finally say now I have a Hez. Um, um, Definitely not as impactful. I mean, I got through all the content without him. The other one I got this event was Dakota. So now I have kind of the full poison team enablers. You got Dakota, you got Magi. I have a Melot somewhere that I haven't got a chance to finish building yet. So this is really going to help. So on this account, what's my priorities? So really, at this point in the game, this account is going to be trying to push for Guild Boss, trying to get close to that 400 mark. And right now, I think, um, and I did a lot of testing. I did get nearer to, right? I think so. This is kind of a sneak preview. I will be doing a little bit of Guild Boss content this month, hopefully, to help figure out a team for low spenders. Um, this is still probably your standard team. I think with Jack E3 and even with the level of stats and gear I have, I should be able to hit that 400 mark. I mean, we can just give it a try now. I'm fully a king, so I got all the buffs up. But I mean, we're not stable at the damage we need to be at yet. But what I'm hoping to do is to oh no, that's not looking good. What I'm hoping is somehow, get that up to the 400 mark. I think it's just sometimes depending on number of dots I land, I guess. Um, then the other goal, I mean, I think with the account is, trying to figure out on the Wuthering Coast. I think this account is further away to be able to get to the, um, sorry, where's my individual one? Oh, well. So, I got to two. It was a significant increase than before, but to get to that 3.2 bill mark, which I think a lot of the end game players are aiming for now. There's a couple of things. I mean, key thing is I got all my heroes. I should be taking Lydia out, putting Milot in there. Ideally, I have a Veronica, so that's your standard poison team. Obviously, they need to be properly speed tuned. Better, a lot better effective hit almost of some of these heroes. I mean, they're not even finished building. The other part is, obviously um, getting O'Grady's in this team, putting Ben Austin here will make a huge difference. On the damage part as well. Um, this mixed damage team, throwing Nira in there really helped a lot. When it used to be around the 200 mark, it almost doubled. So Nira definitely is a key player in amplifying your damage, especially if a wide mix of range of dots in there. On HP Burn team, I'm looking forward to putting heads in there. I got Amelia too, so I mean this and everyone's getting Amelia. So you know if you can, as an early game player, try to see if you can get maybe two really good teams hitting over the 500 mark and everybody else at 200, then you can hit the first milestone of 1.6. So this is where this account's at. Let's talk about the other account. So going forward, the gray account, I'm going to be working on it quite a bit. It's going to go from, the free to play status to, the lifespan spender. And, the reason for that is because of you. So I want to take this moment to say a big thank you for all of those who have subscribed and been watching my videos. This is where, you got me to, being able to fund my account a little bit that way. On the gray though, he's gonna on the white. It was a cracking account when it was passed over to me, and you can see that 45k gems I think was where it was at. It's definitely gone now. The save miracles are gone, but I can say I had much better luck on this. If you can see, I got a Hazanja dupe and a Dakota which I needed, and then I got three Hengis pretty much you know, very early. So it was like less than 600 pulls in total. And I'm at E3, which is a huge help for this account, given given I'm not putting money into this. I want to thank a special donor who helped, who donated about $80 to me and allowed me to get the battle pass, sorry, the weekly pass on this one as well, and helped me, finish the gem clear one. So I do run around with a E3 Hen now, which is going to help this account remain competitive. This account is in Prime Bulls. The gray is in Alpha Bulls. I'm also the leader of Alpha Bulls. So if you're looking for a gray guild or community, this is a great opportunity to come to our Discord and join one of our 11 guilds. Um, Discord information is all in the description below. So that kind of talks about where the two accounts are at. Um, I think, you were wondering, what's the announcement? Well, the announcement is actually now I am a tier 3 content creator with Infinite Magicraid. And what that means is every month I will be able to give away to 10 lucky winners 500 gems. I know 500 gems is not a lot for some of you, but for early game player or a free to play, 500 gems is 500 gems, right? So more to come on the giveaway. So hopefully you listen to this part and, in a future video, I'll actually give the specific instruction, but this is something you can look forward to. So this is the perfect segue to talk about, what are we doing in September? So if you haven't checked out the main Discord, um, the main Discord in the game did share the dev roadmap, which is great. I love games when they talk about roadmaps because this helps us prepare for for um, for content as content creators, but also give players something to look forward to, right? When things get a little bit dull and we have no new content. So The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is the fair play arena. All of you guys know I do a lot of technical analysis. I'm very much into the meta or most effective tactics available. If people don't know what meta stands for, um, super looking forward to the fair play arena. You will definitely see me, you know, covering a lot of content on that once that's come out. Um, I think if you follow me and you listen to, follow the tactics along, hopefully you will be able to place really well. Now, of course, giving the information out there is disadvantageous to me, who's going to be, working really hard competitive for it. But hey, if you follow me, you're going to probably, do similar or do just as well. And which means then, people in our channel, our community here, will do better than the, people who follow. Hopefully that will help also grow our community. So, really looking forward to doing that type of content. Team composition release. This is something that a lot of people has asked me about. I've done tier lists, I've done, content about, specific heroes and roles. People in our guild and our broader community, our Stampede communities, very well know me for just, sharing team compositions for PvP. Um, I'm gonna release this broadly to everybody. I think we're at a point where um, I mean, it'll create a little bit more challenge. Yes, it'll be more challenging for myself in advanced, arena in championship. But I think, it's just all more for fun, right? More competition. I think even with the rollout of the videos over, even last week, I saw, um, you know, a huge amount of players doing last minute hits, way more than before, and getting more successful at it. So hopefully, it's because you guys are watching my videos and talking about championship. I didn't even want to bother talking about championship. Yes, both accounts did make it last season, but then, I was embarrassingly wiped out by Kendachi. So I decided not to do a season 5 coverage. I mean, I think we see enough of my championship coverage already. Um, I think the fair play arena is where we're going to see a little bit more. But you can every week, please, check the rankings. I assure you, I will do my best to remain there 5 seasons in a row. Season 6 tonight. So, we'll be trying very hard, but I know many of you will be trying as well. So good luck to everybody in advance if you watched this before reset today, to hit it into the top 64. Great way to get a lot of resource there. And finally, there will be some new heroes reviewed, and new content as well. So you can look forward to my hero reviews and test. And having said that, if we think about, the cost of getting limited heroes, I think sitting at E1, really is a good spot. Um, E2 ideally is a little bit better because E1 allow you to have the resolute buffing, but if you expect Canada to be doing any damage in your team, you do kind of want to have a E2 because it allows her to charge without you relying on your team taking the damage in. And of course, E3 is icing on the cake to do more damage. But, if you are low on budget, I think sitting at E1 or E2 is good because we can always expect a easy to obtain copy for around, um, I think for the most part, if you're good with these puzzles and voyage events, I think it's manageable with a $50 pack for the most part, plus then the cheaper one. So it comes down to about 66 USD, converted to whatever currency wherever you're at. So that's the cheapest copy you're ever gonna get. So, and we do know that in the future they haven't really bring back limited heroes and miracle. So if you're close to that pity, pick up at least one, and then you can go for your E2 or E3 on the subsequent event. So yeah, um, covered a lot today. Hope you continue supporting me. I will be, working hard in September, bring you continue to bring you great content and help you to, win a lot of resources in the game. Take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your day, wherever you are. Take care.